Entering pause screen. Resume.
Down. 8, read.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
2nd and 11. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 39 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll look to throw here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
57 to Mike. 57.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer They would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On first down, they run with Howard. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2nd and 6. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Check. 45's the mic. I'm on. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Here we go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ward. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Sanders. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Looking to throw. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Let's go. Let's do it.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Holyfield. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And all the way down to the 29. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 29-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Doug Patterson keeping the offense on the field. They're going on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
54 Mike. Check. Watch.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Silver. Mike's by 4.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Again, it's Howard. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Here we go again.
And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bucs down on the scoreboard. A minute 35 to go. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot.
15-1.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll set up a throw. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy.
As Sanders has it poked free, and the Buccaneers have it.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Tampa.
Post-game report, player stats. Finish game. Entering end of match survey pop-up. Did you have fun in your last match? Dismiss. Entering play now live screen. You have to entering team select screen. The Philip away team selection. Dallas home team selection. Ready. Advanced edit uniforms. Entering edit uniforms. Help Nike away pants selected. Advanced settings submit. Entering advanced no Cleany Coach selected. Cincy Ari Run heavy selected. Run balanced selected.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all
You ready.
Every single last one of them got my back.
Entering game. Quarter length. Play clock. Time option is weather option is set to overcast.
I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA.
Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Prescott on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now the second down throw on target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And the offensive starters for Dallas.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit every time I think about Zach Martin and the controversy air quotes there about him being picked by the Cowboys because many thought that another player was going to be picked in that spot. But they made the right call in getting Zach Martin. Versatile player, played guard and tackle in college, and uses that versatility to his great advantage in the NFL. Immediately was an all-pro and continues to play to that level.
7 yards there and a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Draw play, Elliott. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop it.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. And got his man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go. Two times. Four down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Let's get some penetration here.
Now a give, right side. Scott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
He'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 46 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A carry here for Holyfield. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to fire one deep over the middle as his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle.
Come on, baby.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports app. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Running with Howard. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got Rodgers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On first down, Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Let's go. Get the flag. Watch it, you quit talking about it and bring it.
Second and 13. Got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run with Holyfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Boom, boom.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Terrell Basham. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
They can't stop us. They cannot.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. He's going to go up, and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. Prescott gets this to the tight end Jarwin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Prescott yet again. And he's got his man on the out route. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again, Prescott. This to Jarwin. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
You ready? You ready?
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll throw again. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple that brings up 3rd down. This is Elliott.
And, partner, I think that was a great example.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run with Sanders. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. On the carry, this is Scott. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still...
Entering play now live screen. You have to entering team select screen. The Philadelphia Eagles, Atlanta, San Francisco, New England Patriots, Los Angeles Rams, Oakland Raiders. Away team select Miami Dolphins, Philadelphia Eagles. Select ready. Use edit uniforms. Submit. Entering edit uniforms. Uniform name up. Helmet option. Shoes option is white. Secondary shoe selected. Advanced settings. Enter. RE spread run heavy run and run balanced. Select defensive playbook option is set to 5D Pedersen A. Ready. Entering quarter length option is set to 4 minutes. At play time option is set to 4:15 p.m. Time option is set to weather option is set to clear.
100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on it.
Hey, everybody, it's the...
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Oakland Raiders. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carr now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's second down. First offensive series forthcoming. Deshaun Jackson, wide receiver that certainly needs no introduction in this league.
He's truly one of those don't blink guys, because as soon as you do, he's past you and in the end zone and doesn't mind letting you know about it too.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Throwing his car on third down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelsey now, not Travis, his brother who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. 2nd and 5 now. Carr, catch made, it's Moreau. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. He's got him in, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Carr looking sideline, incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
To throw on third down, Carr. He's going to sling this deep down. This is caught inside the 15. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end, that's Waller. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it with Jacobs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half and our highlights. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll set up to throw. That's to Fulgham, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ward. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. Elliott good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
They run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Go. 57. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
57. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one?
I put a star. I put a star. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 41, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. On 1st down, Carr. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Carr going to go on 4th down. Going for the deep ball. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Carr to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. First things first here, they got to pick up the 1st down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
Let's go, baby.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. What? Hey,
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
A good pickup there, a 22.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game.
Post-game report players' stats.
And then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So...
Entering Play Now live screen, you have 2 options. Custom. Entering main menu screen, main. Face. Customize. Custom. Manage rosters. Entering manage rosters screen. Manage player. Entering player management screen. QB selected. Entering actions pop-up. Edit player. Entering undefined pop-up. And face mask option is set to speed flex. Face mask option is set to speed flex. Face mask option is set to speed flex. Robot RG.
Every single last one of got my
Face mask option is set. Face mask option is set to speed flex 3-bar RG. Face mask option is set to speed flex 3-bar LG. Face mask option is set to speed. Face mask option is set to speed flex 2-bar.
there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.
Entering equipment screen 3 rows 6. Pattern print. Yes. Entering file save pop. Entering manage roster screen. Manage play. Entering main menu screen. Customize. Exhibition pop-up menu. You have 5 options. Play now. Entering play now live screen. You have entering teams. New Detroit Live. Green Bay Packers. Away games. Miami Dolphins. Philadelphia Eagles select. Ready. Edit uniforms submenu. Entering edit uniforms. Uniform. Jersey option. Nike away pants selected. Shoes up. White primary shoes. White secondary shoe selected. Advanced settings. Entering advanced settings screen. Offensive playbook option. Defensive playbook option. Nigpi Shermer. Win Zimmer selected. With win selected. Maybe Flores Black A Lin Lores Minams No S Payton selected.
New York City time, another brother better, you will never find.
Ready.
I've been in my bag like groceries, competition shouldn't take shots.
Entering attack play time weather option is set to light. Time option is set to 1:00 p.m.
Never try, work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news. What I do? Lace up my shoes.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got the hook up to Lazard. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was third and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't pull him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The son of the heavyweight champ, it's Elijah Holyfield. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfect. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Zadarius Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Quickly now, a look at the Eagles' offensive starters.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
You ain't going nowhere.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Holyfield. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
There we go.
A big play there. 71 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 19 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. That time a 6-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no,
trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Now Scott, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
When teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up.
They'll go again to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Again, it's Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did.
Entering play now live screen. You have to. Entering team select screen. At San Francisco 49. New York Giants selected. Jacksonville Jaguars, San Francisco 40, New York Giants selected. Away team selection New York, Atlanta Falcons, Philadelphia Eagles, ready. Advanced settings submenu, edit uniforms, pants, socks option, pants, Nike away pants selected, socks, shoes, white primary, white secondary shoe selected. Advanced settings, entering advanced settings screen, offensive play, defensive playbook. Nick Fisher, Tal J. Garrett, Cindy Taylor, Cara Rivera, Kayem, Adult Equip, Multiple Deselect, Effect, Tal J. Run Heavy Select, Run Balanced Selected, Run and Shoot Selected, Run and Gun Select, Pistol Select, Balanced Select, Pistol, Run and Gun Selected, Run and Shoot Select, Run Balanced Selected. Pistol select, run and gun selected. Ready. Enter. Water. Time. Weather option is set to light. Time option is set to 1:00 p.m.
This is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with their opponents. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And he comes back with one complete. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready? 60 outlaw? They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still get it.
On 2nd and 12, Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set 90, Wolf. Screen, watch the screen. Snap.
Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. And he'll find Galladay, that's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
On 2nd and 7, Jones looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Go now, 50, plant. Check, 54. I'm here all day. Check it out, read. Let's go.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Come.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Here's Booker on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend. Don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it. One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
2nd and 13. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Room here to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. Two important parts to that play. One, you get a first down, obviously. Charles, two, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field. So they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
Throwing Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. It's Barkley on the counter. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Barkley. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. A toss out to Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So now the Eagles down 10-6, a minute 15 remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 69 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game, up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Huh? Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And an alley to run. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
So now all eyes shift to the Giants, trailing by a field goal. A little under a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it'll be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Elliott on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now working their way back onto the field, the Eagles defense. They're looking for one final stop here. Put this game on ice. What's the message from the defensive coordinator here?
Don't overthink it. You know what you have to do. Let's get this game over with and get to the locker room.
Yeah, that's the key, right? Just get it over quickly. They don't want to deal with any extra time.
You don't want any extra time. You don't want to do something out of the ordinary that gives them an opportunity and hope. Go out there and play the way you know how.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jones throwing again. And this will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Jones. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Try to punch it in with Howard. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They come out here in the eye, and they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Eagles able to push further out in front. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time, and a touchdown to put things away.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. A toss running left. Sanders. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit. It
does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called and pretty much said to everyone, before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
Post-game report, player stats. Finish, restart, team stats. Entering, statistics screen, team stats. Player stats, team mid. Rushing selected. Post game, finish game. Entering play now live screen. You have 2 options. Custom game is selected. Entering main menu screen, main. Customize. Customize. Manage rosters. Entering order depth chart. Entering depth chart screen. 1 row 57 columns. Left filter bears. Right filter QB slot. No players. Falcons, 49er, Cowboy, Charger, Buccaneers Brown selected, Cardinals selected, Browns, Buccaneers selected, Slot 2, Slot 1. Entering, manage roster, manage players. Entering, player management screen, 61 rows 60 columns, left filter Eagles, right filter Ops. Madden 20, entering, fellow, yes. Entering, file save, pop-up file save successfully Oklahoma. Entering, manage roster screen, manage players. Entering main menu screen, customize. Super Exhibition pop-up menu. You have 5 options. Entering play now live screen. You have entering team select screen. The Philadelphia Eagles, the home team, are selected. Away team selection. No side is selected. Home team selection. Philadelphia Eagles, Atlanta Falcons, San Francisco 49ers selected.
Bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make plans. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't got a
Jacksonville New York Jets, Green Bay Packers, New England Patriots, Los Angeles Rams selected. Baltimore Ravens selected.
Going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made a shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me.
No away game. Los Carolina, Detroit, Jacksonville, San Francisco, Philadelphia Eagles. Ready. Advanced settings. Entering. Nini Coach Mia Beef. Black A. Lynn. Jack Schemar. Lares. Mia Beef. Min Zimmer. Nini Coach Defend. Nitty. Days. Fide. Kadem Tomlin. Fide Pedersen A selected. Edit uniforms. Entering edit uniforms. Uniform name option is set. Shoes off. White primary. White secondary shoe selected. Ready. Entering game settings screen. You have 9 options. Quarter length. Time. Weather option is set to partly. Time option is set to weather option is set to clear.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now he'll tuck it and run. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Here's the offense, and we give you too much power here. We let you highlight the player. Why'd you choose Zeitler?
Because I think the big guys up front never get enough credit. Kevin Zeitler, a guard, tough, nasty. We've got to give him some love.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. First carry now for Justice Hill. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago. They talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Sanders. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
2nd and 14. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Here's a first down throw that's complete, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They run with Holyfield, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Ready. On the base. Check. Watch 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Cook. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
You got 3 down.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Flushed it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
I got him. He's coming.
Jackson now down around his goal line. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 7-3, a minute 37 remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to throw. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly. Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. They'll look to throw. Well, I'm no coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you have to take what you want.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Big stop, King. Big stop. Let's go.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before...
Entering play now live screen, you have two options.